Hey everyone, Brian Kelly here. Welcome to another episode of the Cultivate Church Planting Podcast. I hope you've been enjoying the show, and I want to tell you about an opportunity to support church planting and church planters. Go to cgn.org, click on donate. You see a drop down for church planting. I'm going to put the link in the show notes, but this is a great way to practically support the work of the ministry, support church planting, support church planters. We're going to see that all those funds go right out onto the field. So just wanted to tell you about that opportunity. And now let's get into the episode. All right, welcome to the Cultivate Church Planting Podcast. I'm your host, Brian Kelly, back again with my good buddy, friend, podcast mentor, awesome person, Daniel Williams.
Co-hosting, here in the room,
Co-host.
smiling. Let us know
how we're watching this online. You're missing out.
That's right. You can go to YouTube or
You
www.
can even watch it on Spotify now. They got a video.
Oh yeah. Sometimes I'd be distracted. I'd be driving. If you do out the case,
Yeah, that'd be bad.
it's too much mustache for me, bro.
You start to look at him and be like,
Yeah.
okay, let's get to our guest, Kaka from Brazil.
That's right, brother.
Brazil. High five. We just high five. You know, I cannot. Okay, there's another high five.
Did you hear the click?
Yeah, that we could hear.
All right.
Okay, we want to know all about what God is doing in Brazil because we're going to come visit one day.
Yeah, you should. Brazil's a pretty big nation. I don't know if people know that. So where are you at in Brazil and how did you get there?
Yeah, I'm originally from São Paulo, born and raised there. São Vicente, the first city of Brazil. But 1st of July is going to turn 5 years that I'm in Curitiba. Curitiba.
All right. We all gotta say
Good,
it.
everyone.
That's 5 hours north of São Paulo. Most of the people know São Paulo. 5 hours north of São Paulo.
Okay.
South of Brazil. Yeah.
That's nice.
How'd you get there? Like from that big city to the other big city?
All right. I came from a small city before Curitiba. I was in Iguaçu Falls, or Foz do Iguaçu. And then we're just taking a break. My wife's from Norway, by the way. I'm married, have 3 kids.
But it's elder.
We really should have asked.
Oh, we're gonna get there.
No, you don't care about him. You just care about his ministry, Daniel.
No, I care about Kaka real bad. I mean, he's a good friend.
That's a nickname, Ricardo.
Yeah.
Richard?
Hey,
Ricardo.
Yeah, Ricardo.
Ricardo.
You know, there's a famous Brazilian player, Kaká.
Okay. So that's what you named yourself after?
Yeah, because I play like him.
You do?
No.
Oh my
Um,
Sorry, besides your kids, how did your family, your 3 children, and your wife from Norway?
yeah.
You better know where you get wife? That's how old are your kids?
15, 11, and 6.
Nice.
So we're like almost 10 years away. I mean, abroad, out of Brazil. We're traveling the world. We're missionaries. And then after many years away, we decided to get back to Brazil. So we went to the cool city of Foz do Iguaçu, or Iguaçu Falls.
Okay.
So that's how things started with Curitiba. Calvary Curitiba was a sending church. So we had a good friendship with the folks from Calvary Curitiba, with the pastor there. And then we're there in Falls just hanging out during the pandemic.
Mm-hmm.
Those days, you know, those days.
Those days.
Yeah. And then
There'll never be again.
hopefully we'll see. But I was walking one day and I just heard this voice. You're gonna be the new pastor of Calvary Curitiba. And then I was like, oh no.
It wasn't the old pastor in the bushes like whispering it. You can see the new auditor. Is that you, Lord?
You know what's amazing is how many stories through COVID. I know we always say that oh, don't do it again. But how many church plants? We've been sending out a church plant 6 months after COVID. Like, how many church plants and what God has done in the midst of our suffering, in the midst of you never want to go back.
Because we're like, oh, we're serious now. We don't want this to happen again. We got to get busy on this.
Yeah.
But another thing, I have a good story about the pandemic. It was not bad for us, actually. But yeah, that's the next thing.
Just tell us about your ministry first, because we want to know what the church is doing. Because you got this story where you got a voice.
Yeah.
You're going to be the new pastor.
Yeah.
What did you say to the voice?
So I told my wife. So I just said the thing to the voice. I was just like, no. So I got home. I told my wife, say, hey, I heard this thing. You know, she was like, no, we're doing so well here. We got a great house. The kids are in great school. You know. I was like, what could hold us here? But nothing. I was like, all right. So a few weeks later, I called the pastor in Curitiba and said, hey, bro, what's up? It was like, hey, how's things going in Curitiba? You know, he was like, well, I'm leaving in December. That was like May. I was like, you're leaving in December. Who's gonna be the new pastor? He was like, well, I was meeting with the leaders. Like, we think you're gonna be the new pastor. And I was like, whoa.
Voice true.
He travels so fast.
Yeah.
You know,
He's fast.
so I told him the story. I was like, yeah, so it looks like I'm gonna be the new pastor. So yeah, it took like a month or so. So on the 1st of July, yeah, that was like the end of May, June, or something like that. 1st of July, I was with my family in Curitiba. And I would start this new season as the new pastor of Curitiba.
That's amazing. So you pastored there for 5 years.
Almost 5 years now.
Yeah, and so what recently just happened is you transitioned that.
So yeah,
Covered in some leadership.
Wait, are you not the pastor anymore? Calvary Curitiba?
I am still,
Yeah.
but not for not too long. So what happened? So we're in the north part of Curitiba, you know, and the church started growing, and like we've seen a lot of growth. We're seeing the neighborhood and the people coming around, and we had one of the pastors move just really close to the church, and they were like trying to move their church to downtown. That was my goal. I tried
How
one.
many people live in that town?
50,000 people.
Okay.
Yeah, 70,000 probably.
All right.
So we tried to move more to the heart of the city, and we tried once, twice, 3 times. They're just like, no, this thing won't work out.
Yeah.
Let's make whatever that, well, let's make room like so we can stay for longer here. Let's put the wall down, whatever that we need to do. Let's make more room and let's stay. So we decided that we stayed and we made more room. The church kept growing, and we're like, we should stay here. As soon as we decided, looks like all the neighbors like around started like finding out that the church was there. So they start coming. It was like, that's a sign we should stay. We got a really nice house with a coffee shop, the nice lobby when you get in the church.
For the church, you mean?
Yeah. So everybody was like, this church is awesome. We were like, yeah, it is awesome. We should stay.
Yeah.
And then I came last year to the conference, CGN conference, and the people praying for us and things. I was like, I think we should plant another church. And how it's going to look like. And then I got back and I realized that if we start a new church in the heart of the city, could be like a sending hub that could like being spread out to the 4 corners of the city.
You know, I'm a big fan of church planting. So when I hear that a pastor say, let's just use our church to start another church instead of moving around.
Yeah.
That's music to our ears.
That's awesome.
That's what every church should do, actually.
Yeah. The other thing that's a little different that like was not in my radar, I thought that I would train some guys to send them out.
Okay.
All of a sudden, they're like, looks like we're going to be the answer for our own prayers.
And you're gonna be sending yourself out.
Yeah, the thing is like, you know, we're like, oh, we're settled, we're cool, you know, like just like keep like this. It's so awesome. It's warm in here, you know. And so no, we gotta move on. So we still have some, you know, courage and like, you know.
So you're gonna hand off the one in the outside, and then you're gonna do the
So I trained a guy that's been like, he's been there for longer than 10 years. He doesn't need to build any trust like for the church. I've ordained him. So he's a guy that I really trust. And the first name that would come up when I would tell the folks from the church, it would be his name. So we already start transitioning.
They already know him.
They already know. We told
you reach it sometimes.
Yeah.
Great
worship leader, great teacher, you know. So he actually right now he's leading the church with the elders.
Okay.
You know. I'm taking a little break before September.
And now you're starting in September?
Yep. With a core team. Yep.
Tell us about the break and why is that important? Because right now, Kaka, you are on a sabbatical.
Yep.
That's why you look so relaxed.
Bro,
your
hat is sideways. You got the
what are your shirt on? He's relaxed.
Yep. I'm good, man.
You had no cares in the world.
Yeah. Just so wish my wife would be here, right?
Are you back in Brazil right now?
She's getting ready. Like we're gonna officially like go on a vacation.
Whoa, where are you going? Florida?
Norway.
Now where his wife is from.
Yeah.
I pay attention.
Does your family speak 3 languages?
Yeah. Actually, 4 now.
Which
Why do I only speak
Portuguese?
one
We
language?
get by with Spanish.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So Portuguese, Spanish.
English and Norwegian.
Why do I only speak one language?
Because they're American.
That is true.
True.
Yeah. Oh, true. We don't speak a lot of languages.
Oh, man. I need to speak at least Spanish. I
Spanish
do Portuguese, but it's not.
Spanish you should.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's Spanish you're gonna use.
Right.
English is more than Portuguese.
How can I learn Spanish fast?
Listening, reading. That's all you need.
Okay.
By the grace of God, you could do anything.
Oh yeah, that's
You know, there used to be those Pentecostal churches where they'd send up missionaries and then they'd speak in tongues and it was a like local language. Why can't that just happen to me? Then?
yeah, but it's
You know, that's happened to me.
Okay, well,
So I mean,
just
just
talking about. Then I guess I'm talking about you. I should have been like, I used to know this stuff. I can't remember exactly who it was.
I'm not a teacher. Like, don't
He
listen
told
to
me
that.
this.
no, there
He
was
did that actually one time.
yeah. I prayed for a guy, and I don't speak Spanish, but apparently he was having a vision of his hands, and I literally prayed the formal version of God use your hands in Spanish,
Yeah.
as like in tongues.
But you can't just do that anytime you
Yeah.
want. That's a divine kind
Yeah,
of supernatural moment.
Yeah, I had no idea what I was. I mean, I was just praying over him and speaking in tongues.
We don't know is it
That
to
happens. That happens. That's a
It
supernatural.
does.
But I want to learn the natural way.
Yeah, but normally you have to study.
No.
A lot. That's how typically Orient to study.
Yeah, I guess.
Kids, if you listen to it, you have to study. You know?
No, you know what I need? Technology is coming a long ways. They're getting these things where you can get an earpiece.
Oh, yeah.
And it's on the fly application. Yeah, but like AI and everything. That's what I need.
You preach in Portuguese,
I
right?
preach in Portuguese. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you have an English service or no?
No, not yet. We might have in the future.
Okay.
Yeah, there's an open door for that.
How many people speak English in your city?
I guess a lot.
Do young people all learn English?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is pop culture, American pop culture, pretty big over there? All right.
So we have a couple of big churches that they do English service, and they got like.
Do your guys know like Kendrick Lamar, Drake, all those guys?
Oh yeah, my son knows.
Yeah, I don't even know.
Which one does he like?
Yeah, man. I'm not gonna take side on a public podcast if I understand Drake.
My son be proud of me. I know it's Drake. You know.
Yeah.
Well, I know who they are. I'm just not
We
gonna
know
take.
who they are, but we're not going to approve their music.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
good. Yeah, it's important. We are that too.
Do
Yeah, it's important.
But you all know, we all know who we're going.
And we are not going to say we listen.
Yeah.
At any time.
But if you were gonna listen, which one would you prefer? I mean, if you were,
You know what the honest truth is? Because if we want, we can. If we want to be hypocrites, we could just edit this right out. But that honest truth, I will probably have to say, like, just from a musical kind of like, it's probably great. Sorry.
hot plan. You don't know whatever.
Yeah,
That's all, you know.
Yeah,
I'm old
school on country music. Well,
But I know that Kendrick is the real one. That he's the the.
He's just popular because of the Super Bowl.
Yeah, he did the tight pants with the bell bottoms, the girl. He wore woman.
but Linkin Park did the opening for the Champions League.
Wow.
Yeah.
For those American listeners, Champions League is a soccer, football as they call it, tournaments. That's actually very
Try to do something like Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So they put it with Linkin Park to open.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyways.
Yeah, we totally digressed there.
Yeah.
We did, but I'm serious though. When I talked about pop culture, that it's huge in Brazil, right?
It is. As you can see, like as a city of like over 5 million people, the young people like they do like lead kind of culture, fashion, and different stuff. You know, so it's like they do.
I mean, is it an open door for you because you do speak English? I mean, like, do they think like, you're cool and you're able, you have American friends and stuff like that?
I think our church looks like cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Calvary is like is English. No, it's in English.
Yeah.
And
It is in English.
it is in Calvary, Curitiba. So
Okay.
so yeah. So in Portuguese it would be Calvário.
Okay.
Which is like
So their name is in English, but you teach in Portuguese.
yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Because like we don't.
You've invited me to come visit, and I really want to.
All right, I invite you. I invite him publicly.
Okay. Everybody?
He's invited me privately.
All right.
Oh, you're inviting me publicly. I thought you were inviting everybody who's listening and watching publicly.
No.
No. Okay. Sorry, everyone.
Yeah.
It is me.
Oh, what a bliss.
Oh no, Dan is invited.
Daniel,
Yeah.
good?
You know that Nick's coming September.
What?
Yeah, he's gonna.
He actually does. Nick Cady,
Yeah.
everyone. He's been on the show before, and
Yep.
he actually does what he says he'll do. He doesn't listen to
Monteiro is coming
to
too.
that.
Yep.
Probably.
I heard that even maybe like sometime Brian Burris might come too.
Really? Yeah, he's excited now.
5 million people, they're preaching the gospel. You must say on the podcast.
We can play like other churches like the next many.
Actually, I know. That's why I want to come, because I need to tell you something. I have a heart for church planting. So if you want to do it, we're gonna.
No,
We're excited to cultivate to go. How's it gonna help you? Yeah.
but when I come, I'm there. What's church planting? I'm just gonna hang out with your family.
Cultivate should. Yeah, we're all about it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hang out with you too, though.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Okay, let me ask you another question, because we're so relaxed and you are just so chill right now.
I bet you are. Yeah.
What made you decide before you do this great work and extra energy to take a sabbatical?
Because we knew like we've been part of church plan before, so we know that that requires a lot of work and a lot of it's intense, and it's gonna take a good time for us to kind of settle in and all this kind of thing. So we came from a missionary background, and we understand that it is good from time to time to take a break.
Yeah.
So we can be able to move on and stay for longer and be like in a good place mentally and
Does your people, your elders, and everything support that? Like they're happy that you're doing it?
But yeah,
Yeah. How long are you gonna be in Norway?
2 months.
2 months.
Yeah.
Cool.
Glory to God.
You staying with the wife's family for that time?
Yeah, we're gonna stick around with them for a little while, and we're gonna do some road tripping.
Nice.
And
Are you ever gonna plant a church outside of Brazil?
it's a good question. Maybe.
Where would you go if you're gonna do it?
I would love to go to Amsterdam.
So Amsterdam.
It's one of my favorite cities in the world.
Wow. They're doing announcements outside because we're in the middle of a
recording.
See, like
utterance.
you could be eating it out, but we're just like here serving you guys.
It's because the Lord was like, "Oh, these guys are messing around too much, so let's No, we can cut. We can. Our listeners don't care about those announcements.
No, they're
happening out there.
I have another question, if that's cool. Can I ask?
Yeah, don't
help.
yeah, no, go for it.
So you
You're host. You can ask any questions you want.
Oh, bro, I forgot.
Yeah.
So you make a priority to get rest. What's in it for you to make a priority to stay in fellowship? I mean, you're from Brazil. You're about to go to Norway. Why in the world would you come to a conference with loud announcements and other people and stuff? Like, why is that important to be connected to a tribe and to have fellowship and like, yeah, that's kind of church, you know?
That's a great question. I was just talking with a friend now from New York. We were just talking about that. I think like we like to partner with people. We have many friends that from different churches and denomination, but there's something unique about our tribe.
Yeah.
So our tribe is different. So when we say we're a family of churches, we're not only a family of churches, we're a family of friends.
Wow.
And I think like every time that we got together, we get back like encouraged. And so for me, it is a great thing to be able to come here and hang out with friends that I know for a long time, make new friends, and being part of like something that God is doing. It's just like seeing what God is doing here is just massive. Mm-hmm. For those who have been last year, now seeing this year, the family is growing, and God is moving. So many other churches are gonna come. We're gonna plant many other churches. So for me, make room for that and be supported, like to do that. It is a great privilege because I know the benefit not only from myself and my family, but from my church and the folks that serve together, so yeah, it's a big deal for us.
That was a good question and a good and even better answer.
Bro, I got so many more questions. All I do is see
We have
questions.
to ask another one. Let's hear it.
Okay,
Another one, a good one like that last one.
Okay, this is a lot of pressure. I'm gonna go more.
You got this.
Hey, you seek wisdom and you're flying from Brazil. You can't do that every single month.
No.
Right? And so for you, this is gonna sound like a weird question, self-promoting, but it is something I think it's important. Why have you committed to be a part of an online cohort to connect, and how has that actually benefited you to plant churches and just stay encouraged? Because oftentimes we want training and we think like it's silly, like, right, we're doing a podcast. But Brian, I know your voice now. You know you have a weird laugh.
Yeah, I did know that.
Yeah.
I've been told.
Yeah, it's because we all listen to you and we feel like you know you because we've heard those stories. And oftentimes when we have online ministry or cohorts, I think COVID did something weird to us and said, oh, it's terrible, get back in person.
Yeah.
But how has like online ministry actually helped you?
Well, before he answers that, for those who don't know about this online cohort, Daniel Williams and Billy Almager and some of the others that are doing this online gathering of guys that are all over.
We had
I was there a couple times.
Mano is doing it in Latin America too.
Yeah, and it's really cool. I mean, I really love that you're doing that. So that is a good question. I like the other one better than that one, but it's also
I know. Anyway, you can't
self-promoting, but it's not self-promoting. It's promoting.
No, I will actually promote it because the reality is
about it then.
What's really cool is at this conference where we're at with the announcements, guys are literally meeting each other face to face for the first time.
I was about to say, let me say that.
Okay, then
You get the answer.
All right. Okay, and we can fill in.
We're so excited. We're all trying to talk at the same.
I know. I realized that, but should I answer right? All right. The cool thing it is, like, as I said, the pandemic, like, gave us, like, the idea that everything was bad about it, but no, it is great. Being from Brazil and be able to connect with others guys from all over the place, you know, it is a great way to not only be encouraged, but be also, like, an encouragement for others, too.
Mm-hmm.
So I think what all this cohorts, like, what it's doing, like, to us, and I can tell just, like, you know, we just was seeing, like, more than a couple of them, like, when we meet somebody that we just had Zoom before, feels like we know each other forever.
Mm-hmm. Did you hug each other when you met?
Oh yeah, Jared, Marlon, like all those are the guys.
Yeah,
you know, like yeah, and looks like we've been friends for a long time. And we're just met.
But you have been friends for a long time. That's the thing about those.
Yeah,
online, it's not as good as in person, but it's real.
I mean, it's
Online
real because you like in the cohorts, you're able to share lots of things, like good and bad. Like I mean, like.
And if you start crying and you're embarrassed, you can just block it out. Yeah, that's right.
Well, it also leads to a lot of private phone calls, conversations,
lots of connections and lots of great things, you know. Like so, you become part of people's life, and people become part of your life, even being far away. Which was like, if it was not like internet, whatever, Zoom calls will not happen before.
Well,
you know.
Yeah.
Thank God.
That's why when I go to Brazil, I'm going to stay with his family. Yeah.
Because of the online thing.
Yeah, bro. We're like bros.
I know.
Come on.
Can I stay with you too, though? When I come?
Oh yeah.
You just had bumped me off. Just in front of everyone. That's cool.
I know, that's cool.
I got a better place for him. Sorry.
Oh
yeah.
It's a.
But my dog is like he has a nice corner.
Your dog?
Yeah.
Do I get to sleep with the dog?
Yeah.
What kind of dog was this?
It's a German Spitz. Yeah, it's kind of flushy.
Okay. As long as it's soft and flush.
It's a little wolfish.
Bro, I mean, I feel like I got to redeem myself with a question. Let me just get the
one. All right.
Okay, so you're planning a church, you're taking rest, you're staying in fellowship, you're getting your own training.
Yeah.
But bro, you can't just leave a church.
Yep.
There's some leadership that you actually develop. How did you develop leaders so you could be in a situation to leave a church? What did that look like?
This is an awesome question.
It's an awesome question?
I think because, like, think of our context as a Calvary. I think that's a really important thing. You know why? Because since I got to be the lead pastor of the church, I want to make sure that the church will go well without me. Mm-hmm. That was one of my goals.
Yeah, that's
so the training leaders.
Because you're raising leaders.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like now I'm here, I'm relaxed. Why? Not only because I'm going tomorrow. Yeah. Or I know that the church is in good hands. No, the church is in good hands.
Yeah, you're right.
You know, hands that I trust, that I've walked, like those guys have been walking like all these last years, you know, together. Like, I mean, like really like every week.
Yeah. You trust them.
Yeah, I trust them.
So many of these senior pastors, man, it's a temptation. They to hold on. Where would be the only guy, and they're the only guy. Guess what? When you're gone, the church is.
That's the thing. I never want that.
Yeah.
So, one of the reasons I always made sure that I had a really group like of men that I trust, that I not only trust but I've trained them myself. You know, so we share the teachings, we share leadership. We share hard conversations, you know. I've brought some guys with me with some hard conversations. I was like, bro, I think you'd be a good fit for this conversation. And so training those guys to kind of help me to, you know, being able to do what I'm going to do, like knowing that the church is in good hand you know. And the thing is, we're good friends, so we gotta keep on doing things together,
Yeah.
you know. So I think that the only way to do that is not being a guy that kind of the church is like of one guy. And I mentioned that the church of one guy is really hard because the guy can't even get sick.
Yeah.
Everything goes wrong when he's not there, you know. So have a good leadership, have a group of elders that kind of you can trust, and was trained by you, you know.
Yeah.
And I think that's the game change, you know, changer. And
Well, I think it's important because if we want to be a church planting church or to plant churches,
yeah,
we got to raise up leaders.
Yeah, you can't do everything yourself. You can, no matter how good you think you are, and you realize once you start raising these guys up, they're better than you.
oh yeah, for sure.
I don't know these guys, but I know myself.
I mean, listen, you have a co-host and they ask even more questions.
Yeah, and the co-host has asked not one but three. But you know, Jordan, wait, how'd you say that one question was? It was extraordinary. But no, you didn't say.
It was awesome. I said it was
Awesome, yeah, awesome. So then it's like, man.
But you know, like, you gotta get out of the way if you want to see more leaders like coming in. That's the thing.
You gotta get out of the way if you will see more leaders come in. That's probably like the third or fourth really great thing you see.
Yeah.
That for sure is a real.
It is.
That's for sure.
That can be painful for some people. You know, it can be painful for some people. You know, there's one guy, like a famous pastor in Brazil. Someone asking him how could he pastor a church for such a long time. And he said, "You know what? I realized that when I go on vacation, I relax, and I'm happy that the church is doing well without me." He said, "Many pastors, they get offended and they are sad when they come back and they realize that the church was not doing well because you was not there."
Mm-hmm.
So it can be like an ego thing, you know?
Ego thing,
yeah. It's just like
you should have a lot of deep insight.
Yeah,
about that too. Some good stuff you've got in your brain.
awesome.
How old are you?
I'm 42.
42. You look young.
How old should it look like? It looks like 25.
Yeah, you look young.
Yeah.
You've got a little gray in your hair, but you look.
I'm 42 next month as well.
Wow.
Yeah.
You look like younger.
Yeah, you look younger too.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a consecrated life.
Yeah, I'm 47. How about me?
You look old.
I knew that was coming.
I asked for it, Tira. Hey, Kaka, we gotta get going, man. I loved having you on the show and just it was fun, man. If you have fun,
I did.
And
It was.
I don't think our listeners are gonna get. I think they're gonna get something out of this.
No, yeah.
So, you know, we kind of goofed off a little bit, but
And they should check it out. Our promo video is coming up soon.
okay,
Yeah. So just watch out with it.
all right.
Hopefully Cultivate can post it and
Yeah, we
in it.
can post it. What's your website?
Oh, it's gonna be Curitiba, CalvaryCuritiba.com.
Okay,
But it's still working on that. So
all right.
but
This episode will probably come out. It's June right now, so it'll probably come out in July, maybe August.
yeah, it's gonna be on probably. CalvaryCuritiba.
Just get it done before a sabbatical because he's about to go.
Yes.
He's about
Be good. The other guys are they don't do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, what kind of music can you listen to on the beach in Norway?
I
Did they have a beach there?
Oh, it's your question. Don't answer it. Don't answer that.
Because I think about going on vacation, I'm thinking I'm going to the beach. But I don't know.
I'm going to this.
You're gonna go to the
Oh, they have the fjords, right?
The fjords, yeah.
Yeah.
The fjord ones.
Yeah. Maybe. Yeah. Maybe plus rock.
Is that vitamin?
Yeah.
Okay.
Here's what I love, just to bring our conversation to a close.
Thank you.
God's at work all over.
Yeah.
It's so cool what God is doing in Brazil through you, through Calvary Chapel. Leaders are going there, training up leaders. You're raising up leaders. It's amazing when we actually think about what God is doing through us together.
Yeah.
You're to
Stay connected.
Yeah, that's the thing.
The family. You know, it's
Stay
like
connected, you know?
get on the cohort with Daniel.
Yeah. And the other guys too. You know, watch the videos.
Yeah.
Listen to the podcast.
You're not alone.
Yeah, that's the thing. God's moving and he's doing his thing.
And if you get a good enough relationship, you might get invited to Brazil to stay at Cardi's house. Like
We're invited to party with us for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's your dog's name?
Rufus.
Rufus?
so you can get to know Lucas.
Rufus is
Maybe to get here bad, but if you want to partner and be friends,
very good.
Yeah, we had good coffee, you know?
Yeah, I know.
Coffee still that I could do. Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks again, guys.
Thank you,
Yeah,
guys.
Daniel,
My pleasure.
for being on the show, and love you guys. And we'll talk later.
Bye-bye.
Thanks for listening. The Cultivate Church Planting Podcast is part of CGN Media, a podcast network that points to Christ. Check out cgnmedia.org for more great shows and ways to support the ministry.